First thing is the seniors, good job. The two that were on the mat, I believe we had two on the mat, is that right? Lofthouse and Jansen.
Correct.
So, you know, it's a tribute to them. And Lofthouse is ahead by a point, end of the match, shoots to build his lead. Good for him. That's how you build leads, that's how you win tough matches. Guy was getting to him a little bit there too at the end in the third period a couple times, so you take that away from him by going back to what got you 4 points in the first place.
What was the breakdown with Montel? What could he have done differently to...
Series of events there, picked the guy up and put him down hard where I got control of his hips. He put him down and then there was a switch situation there, so we had to let him go. And then, you know, the biggest thing is that front headlock. The guy's a funny guy. He knows how to win matches, and so we got to put the slam the door on him. And when you're doing a head tuck, you're kind of stuck in there. And it was just a short drag the guy had, and what we got to do is instead of maybe being there, more bouncing and throttling and bouncing the head and get to angles. So there's a series of things there that kind of went down the pipe that set us up where that match went the other way in a hurry. The important thing and the positive thing is that we were doing offense when we were ahead. That's what's key. And, you know, and we're even doing offense when we're ahead, you know, 5-3 there. But that being said, in the overtime, you know, we needed to be more of a presence, more of a frame of mind to, you know, still, I mean, everything went against us. The guy scored a lot of points in that third period and then scored another 2 and then 2 back points. Got to be more tough mentally there, but I don't fault Montel. I don't fault him because we're going for points that we just got to be smarter and we got to capitalize. So don't paint it in the news that, you know, I sounded angry there, part of that. And that's important to me because I'm not angry and upset with Montel. Don't edit half of what I said out. I'm saying that there's a lot of good there. We just got to be smarter and we got to nail those positions down so we can slam the door on him. And if we do that, you know, obviously it's a different outcome. Just not even getting your head in there so tight with your elbows. When you do a head tuck, you're wedged in there pretty good. Guys got something to grab when you're doing a head tuck. And boy, if you do that, you got to really get that head on the mat and know what you're doing there. So,
isn't that exactly how he beat LeClaire up in Big Tens?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You know, whatever. LeClaire was kind of ahead, and then it went down to the end and similar. But we were building lead. I mean, we were scoring, and then we were going around behind him again to score. That match could have easily been 7-3. And I'm not a coulda, woulda, shoulda been guy, or 7-2 or whatever. You know, it ended up 5-3, right? And then he took us down. Is that right? So it was 5-2. So, I don't know.
Tom, how about raising to end it like that?
He's got to wake up at the beginning. This reminded me of the Indiana match a little bit where you got to really wake up. You can't walk into these matches half-cocked because you're giving up that takedown. And it didn't even look like the guy did much. All of a sudden we're on our face in that first shot the guy did. So, but, you know, the thing is he went back to a position in the end of the second period. He felt it, the bear hug, and then he goes back to it in the third period. Good for him, and this time he didn't experiment with it. You know, the second time he got there, put the guy down hard and put him away. Good job. And that match last year was a 6-1 match, so that guy had scored 3 points on us. He had scored 2 more points on us than he did a year ago by the end of the second period. So we got to wake up a little bit there, but good for Blake Raising. He's more confident, you know, even though he's behind there. But the thing is, too, and Gable pointed it out on TV when I was sitting there at the end, didn't wait till the last 10 seconds for like desperation, diving in on the leg and stuff. I mean, he was pretty steady on the pressure and getting to the guy, so it was good.
How much would it help to have guys like McDonough and Ramos come out 1-2 and you start with the back?
I tell you, the crowd was into it. It was loud. Ramos was a bully in that third period and missed some opportunities, dodged some bullets early. You know, we just got to keep doing what we're doing there and capitalize more. But crowd was into it, and Montel, I think the roof would have come off. But hey, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, and keep it going. And then you know, Ballwig, hey, that's not him out there. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it could have been, should have been any different. That's not him. And, you know, this is something that you know, he's gonna have to figure it out. He's gonna have to figure it out. Oh, and then St. John comes out after 2 matches that aren't going our way and does a pretty good job.
St. John seems to continue to be improving as the season goes along.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Still, yeah, we gotta keep getting better and sharper and solid, more solid. Probably as a team we were tired, I would say, looked that way.
Luke Lofthouse the same, really starting to look confident out there.
Better, yeah, I mean, the results are speaking for themselves there, but we just gotta keep building and continuing to be very solid. That's a good word, solid. Building leads and not letting it come down to 4-3 and giving the guy a chance, but 4-3 you go, and it's 6-3 on the scoreboard, that Lofthouse match. I mean, the final score was 6-3, that's huge. That's huge, that's a big difference from 4-3.
McDonough a little bit different place in Maxwell than from the beginning of the season. It seems like he's really.
I think we've been over this. McDonough, when he's in the good mode, he's good. Tonight he was better than he was 2 nights ago, for whatever reason. And I know that when he is in and out, and when he is fast paced, and he was tonight, that's how he's got to wrestle. Cannot let guys tie him down. We've been talking about that for a while, and I think he is better than he was at the beginning of the year. But wasn't. I mean, there wasn't that much wrong at the beginning of the year. I mean. You know, the Precinct match, you can point to that, but you know what, the Precinct match in the Northwestern duel was going the same way as the Midlands. So I'm really looking forward to that match coming up. And we got to do a lot of work with Sanders before that. And then do a lot of work in the preliminaries and the quarters and the consolations too. But that'll be the telltale.
Is that it?
Thanks.
Thank you.